Okay.
Here we go. We're going in.
Well, good news. We get a minimum of 11 sets, so we'll be able to get these openers down pat in no time.
Yeah, plenty of time to see lots of different ways to start the early game.
Oh, then okay, so
yeah, already.
Most players go for STPC, but VEROCH goes for the STPC spin continuation, getting that C spin after those first 2 T spins of the opener. Does have the misdropped eye over on the right-hand side, so that's going to make downstacking a little bit more challenging.
So a pretty standard play, although Hamburger is definitely utilizing all spin a little more. VEROCH here,
yeah,
just
especially the. Oh, but that's not a great time to get the PC, as unfortunately a very well-timed spike from Hamburger going to immediately push things in his favor.
Yeah, quick first round, not too bad. Definitely going to feel good if you're Hamburger. VEROCH, though, shouldn't be too unfazed. They've been through this before at least once.
A little bit of some odd skim work from VEROCH to kick things off. That's going to allow Hamburger to just already through the DPC. Finally, we do see the STPC spin from Hamburger in this context. I think deciding that is the better option to go for in mid-game. Oh, VEROCH has to be careful. Hamburger tries to time it, but it's a little bit not enough. You can see
both so far we're just trying to dig through this material.
Hamburger trying to be a little bit more on the aggressive stance, has a decent bit of clean garbage to try and use, but now VEROCH's board is lower, and that's going to mean a lot more opportunity to play aggressive, and doing so very, very cleanly, and that's going to even things up 1 game apiece between Hamburger and VEROCH.
VEROCH was not... Sorry, do we know if it's VEROCH or VEROCH? I don't know.
I did not get confirmation on whether the accent is first or second syllable. I apologize if we're saying the name wrong.
I think it's me saying VEROCH instead of VEROCH, or VEROCH. You know, they can correct me later on if I'm wrong. I'll do my best here to adjust. But they're not afraid to slowing down here. I feel like... Oh.
Well, in that context, it didn't exactly go well, but keep in mind that VEROCH also had the speed advantage. So at that point, I don't really know. Oh, VEROCH. Okay, from spinning. Okay. You were correct.
Oh my god, that's very rare. Whoa, okay, Hamburger.
Was that a... That was like the extended washing machine. Like, it wasn't a 1 meter, it was like a double meter.
Piece. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there. But VEROCH with a donated quad there, digging right down, and really no big consequence of that.
Yeah, it looks like both players just kind of reset the board. Not too much to take full advantage of at this point in time.
It's early days. They just want to sort of set the pace, take their time with this. They've got a bit of a marathon ahead of themselves.
And you can definitely see that as well, that like VEROCH and Hamburger slowed down a little bit. There was the spike, both players actually kind of conveniently timing the spike almost at like the exact same instant. So keeping things pretty... Okay, a bit of spike does land on VEROCH's board, but able to clean it up rather quickly and efficiently.
Yeah, and currently Hamburger is having to deal with a speed deficit here, and I feel like it's showing in the gameplay.
VEROCH was 1 meter away from the all clear, needed a Z piece and had an S, I think, or no.
And that would have been enough to kill, I think. Because yeah, Hamburger was on the board at the time. Yeah. Ooh, a little bit of a greedy overhang there, but it works out. And now they're just digging through. Finds a nice T-spin double there. Takes a single instead to open up the well.
All right, little surge does get popped from VEROCH, which does push Hamburger's board up. And at the moment, board's pretty even, but Hamburger has a lot of cheese that is gonna go really nicely. There. And unfortunately, a little bit too much cheese for this Hamburger. Unfortunately, the cheeseburger not on the menu. VEROCH was looking for a little something else. Able to pick
man, you
up
make me hungry.
Win. I'm sorry. All right, and again, 2 games apiece. This is definitely on pace to be a very, very close set between the two.
Which is what we love to see, right? We love to see a close set. And oh my gosh, VEROCH breaking there. Probably not the best time. Could have been chosen at a better time to break that. Hamburger was able to deal with that pretty efficiently. And now it's just getting in a good state to maybe counter.
Ooh, that S
placement, though, is not favorable.
Man, not going to be too difficult to clean up as VEROCH doesn't have a lot on the board. Relying a lot on the garbage coming in from Hamburger's board to deliver these spikes. So if Hamburger's not really in the business of sending any garbage to begin with, VEROCH kind of is stuck at a point that there's not really a lot on the board to utilize.
Oh,
You can see as that garbage.
Everything they needed.
Oh, setting up some 1-8. 1-8 is going to happen. Unfortunately, a little.
Oh wow! What a recovery! Okay.
All right.
And the prophecy.
Unfortunately, does have to break back to back, but at the moment, no.
Doesn't matter. Wow.
Oh, that was so tragic. It just needed to rotate the other way and would have made it over the Z piece. But unfortunately, when you're playing that fast and not making the exact calculations of how much garbage is coming in time, it can be very easy to just.
Such a clever solution of placements there, but it just didn't matter in the end. Hamburger got the one up.
All right, well, we've got a lot of surge right now from VEROCH. Getting built up. Very clever use of spinning that L piece underneath everything there. I think that was a J. And then just combining it with the clean garbage. One attack per piece for that round. And again, the lead has not exceeded 1, and we're 6 games in, going on the 7th.
This makes me so happy. This is an incredible matchup already, when we're not even like a third of the way through. Yeah, I'm surprised they broke the surge that low on the board, but I mean, they knew what they were doing. It definitely worked, and that is a catastrophic sequence there for Hamburger, and VEROCH is going to take the lead.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Hamburger had a lot of very big ideas. Unfortunately, there was just misdrop after misdrop. And I understand there can be clever fixes around like 1 or 2 misdrops, but when they just keep piling up, there's only so much you can do. All right, pretty solid center well, but there's a lot of garbage on Hamburger's board, and there's not too great of an opportunity to clean this up without some skims. And unfortunately for Hamburger, VEROCH sees the opening, sends off that surge to get that extra damage, and that is going to be the first 2-point lead of the set right now.
Oh, and both of them finding the PC there. Beautiful.
Oh, did they both go for DPC? I think just Hamburger did.
No, I think Hamburger only went for it, yeah, but they both ended up with an opener that gave them that. Oh, and the back-to-back difference here. This is the first time that Hamburger's had a big back-to-back difference here over VEROCH, and I don't think it's going to stop them, no. they bring it back to within a point again.
I think VEROCH was looking for another all-spin, but unfortunately misdropped a piece, and it caused this skim rather than a spin. And Hamburger was in a very, very nice position to just, eat that up and immediately turn that into the return to sender garbage that's just so lethal in so many situations.
All right, so far players are taking quads and singles, but we have VEROCH with the first big attack here. Hamburger just digging through it all, just waiting for a good moment, staying alive.
And yeah, not focusing like too much on rushing out as much damage as humanly possible from this stack, but kind of just waiting for the right opportunity to make those setups. However, VEROCH at the moment, this is getting a bit dire. There's now no longer
one piece away. Oh, if that S just come a little bit earlier, they would have had an opportunity to get out. But alas, not going to happen. And we go back to, I think this is our fourth? No, our fourth tie score. I'm trying to keep track of them all.
Fourth tie, yeah.
Yeah.
There was no tie for 4-4, but it was, there's been 4 ties in 10 games.
Incredible.
Oh, and I love the T-spin double into single there from Hamburger. Just using that J piece over on the side with the S. Makes kind of like that
little to build the difference.
No.
This is exactly what they want. They break. It's not the best time to break. There's more of, I think, of just finding a decent time that they felt right. But probably could have done better with the macro there.
Had a pretty nice combo, but unfortunately, just gets all returned to sender. The garbage got sent so clean over to VEROCH. And that is unfortunately not going to bode well. VEROCH able to, again, reclaim that lead. However, we may see potential. Oh, wow, but we are seeing an LST burst right now from VEROCH. This is a 4 pieces per second burst that Hamburger is trying to keep pace with. This is also the first LST burst, I think, of the set between these two.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Hamburger, for once
shift
here, playing it above 3 pieces per second. Really nice. They're starting to bring it down, though, now. Meanwhile, VEROCH is tearing ahead. This speed advantage is really starting to do Hamburger in. But they are all right. They're still alive. The break did nothing to them.
Yeah, VEROCH unfortunately had a misdrop a little bit high up after building up all that surge. That unfortunately that spike not going to be doing too much. Again, for those that have been tuning into stream, we heard Blarg say earlier that a lot of times the difficulty of just like trying to build surge without any rhyme or reason is your only break solution is one where it's just not at a good time to deal anything substantial to your opponent. And that can be a really difficult thing to kind of keep your eyes on when there's just so much damage going left and right between you and your opponent. It's something that's really going to separate, the top players from the truly elite. Yeah.
I think Hamburger's biggest benefit here so far has been their timing. I think VEROCH's timing has been fairly decent, but Hamburger is superior in that regard. I think that's the only thing that's going to counter this speed that VEROCH has over them. We'll see what comes out on top, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a nice little DT.
Oh, wow.
I know you're a big fan of that.
Where's the TP?
Oh, no!
Tiny bit too late.
Maybe VEROCH is all right on the timing. I mean, hey, they timed that pretty damn well.
Yep, definitely about time for another 2-point lead. Hamburger trying desperately to make sure that this set does not slip between his fingers.
Oh, just a nice tuck from my Hamburger there. Did not see that coming. Oh, and what a 25 out of nowhere! But VEROCH is alive!
Yeah,
and they're breaking their own, keeps them in the game!
As well.
Oh, baby! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Sorry,
and Hamburger
just coming out there.
No, completely understandable. All right, and looks like SDPC from Hamburger bursting out at 4 pieces per second, while VEROCH is taking a much slower approach. Now again, because this is Season 2, that those PC garbage is not going to be doing too much to VEROCH's board, but it is going to be a lot of pressure very quickly.
Instead,
oh, that's a lot of clean garbage for VEROCH on the counter spike. Hamburger needs an answer right now.
And they don't have one! It's completely mute! VEROCH's eye spin instead of taking the T-spin to open up the well was beautiful! You wouldn't think that using an eyepiece to open up a well would make any sense, but it did! That was beautiful!
And looks like to kind of return the favor in a sense, VEROCH is attempting to build up the SDPC spin in this context, but has also had a little bit of a misdrop. That
nice 2 overhang was in a row! What?
Excuse me?
The double overhang was with that shape was crazy! What was that sequence?
That is news to me, and probably news to a lot of people viewing the TWC as well.
VEROCH just abusing these spins. Doesn't have the time to access the well with the eyepiece, and we go to 7-8. This is so
all right. I will say again, it's been a while since the last tie, but this is still a 1-point game at the moment. VEROCH going for reliable TKI to kick things off. Is this okay? Yeah, I was gonna say not full all spin build, but definitely has the outs necessary to make sure that this is not going to result in an early top out.
Absolutely, they're just looking for an eyepiece now. Sorry, a T-piece, and they find it for that T-spin triple. And look at this beautiful forecasting from Hamburger, but VEROCH is just relentless.
All right, a little bit of garbage goes in. VEROCH decides to extend all of that garbage.
Just bullying there. That was really intense. Overkill completely with a Lustral in the queue on death.
Yeah, and again, I'll definitely have to. I want to keep a close eye on this. A lot of VEROCH's massive spikes have really revolved around Hamburger sending a lot of garbage, but we have 3 extended stick spin from VEROCH, decides to send that extra bit of surge, and the 4.5 pieces per second opener burst grabs the penultimate win for VEROCH. Only needs 1 more to stay in it. Hamburger's tournament life is now on the line.
This ain't looking good for the Aussie. But the game is not over yet.
But it's gonna need, he's gonna need 4 straight wins. Looking to potentially do extended himself. Fighting fire with fire.
Oh no! Oh, the eyepiece is not gonna go over at all. And unfortunately for Hamburger, VEROCH is gonna take it. Well played to them. 11-7 as well. It was so closer to the last few rounds.
And unfortunately, when the Hamburger meets a fire, it is unfortunately going to result in a well-done match for